Well, hello, you. Hi, everybody. How are we feeling?
Great.
So I was not planning on speaking tonight, and we just arrived, I don't know, a couple hours ago, and I touched Canadian soil, and I went, oh, it feels like home. We are so excited. We also recognize most of you are probably so exhausted from how much travel you've done, how much adrenaline you have pumping, how excited you are for what is going to be one of the most outstanding, memorable, unforgettable, and connected weeks probably for you and for your families. We are just thrilled to be here, and I would be remiss if I didn't take the opportunity to introduce someone who means a lot to me, and I know means quite a lot to all of you. You'll see him throughout this week. You will see him at the games. You will see him probably curling with you, cheering you on at He'll be cheering you on at wheelchair basketball. He'll be going down that, what is that? Is it the luge? Oh my gosh, you guys, the thing that I will never do. My husband will probably do 3 times because he wants to be there with you. He is in it with you. And you'll see him through all of those moments. He'll be there with you. What you won't have seen is all of the moments that have happened in the lead up to these games. All of the moments where, as you know, with families, the big rush in the morning and getting ready for school and packing the lunch boxes and making breakfast, and my husband's in all of that with us. And then he'll be on his phone and Archie will say, Papa, why are you on your phone? He's like, because it's Invictus. I'm getting ready for Invictus. It means so much to him. You are his family, just as we are his family. And I hope you recognize how much of his heart he has poured into every single beat that has gotten all of you to this week that is going to be spectacular. I need you to know that. I need you to know how much it means to him and how much each of you means to him. So it is my entire pleasure and complete honor to introduce to the stage my husband, the father of our very sweet, excited children who are cheering you on from California, Prince Harry, founder of the Invictus Games, the Duke of Sussex.
What a beautiful sight. Are you all tired? Well, obviously Team Canada's not tired. I'm not talking to everybody else that's travelled halfway across the world to be here. Welcome, everybody, and thank you for welcoming us. I know you didn't invite us to your nation's home, but thank you for having us here this evening. To our host First Nations, thank you. Thank you for allowing us to be on your land. Thank you for this incredible partnership, this journey that we've been on for, well, at least a year and a half, probably longer than that. And thank you for this entire experience, this listening and learning journey, and this truth and reconciliation. I don't think anybody in this room quite realizes how interwoven so many of the experiences that the First Nations have gone through and are still going through, how it's intertwined with so many people's stories and experiences in this room. You will have the next 10 days to figure that out. Thank you for being here. I don't know how many of you have been here before, or at least to the Invictus Games. For those who are newcomers, welcome to the family.
Thank you, Ari. Thank you.
So many of you here, in fact, most of you here have worn the uniform. And for one reason or another, you've had to hang that up. You've had to part ways with that uniform, with everything that you knew, everything that you put your heart and soul into. And everybody here at Invictus really hopes that the new uniform that you're wearing tonight and that you'll be wearing for the next week, 10 days, renews some of that purpose that you had. Because you're here now as a family, within your team, but as a community of nations. For us, I'm just really happy that this came along again less than 2 years after the last games, because 2 years is way too long to have to wait to be together again. So I know there are some kids who are fast asleep already, so I'll keep this very, very short. But honestly, from every single one of us and everybody at Invictus Games Foundation and everybody at Invictus Games 2025 who have put so much literal blood, sweat and tears into creating the most incredible experience for every single one of you. Whether it's here in Vancouver or whether it's up in the mountains in Whistler, you will have an amazing experience. 2 words, measured risk. I'll say again, measured risk. Have as much fun as humanly possible, but at the same time, please look after yourselves and look after each other. There are things that will happen over the course of the next 10 days that may surprise you, right? Emotional is fine, not the physical, okay? So look out for one another, help each other, learn each other's stories. You guys are so good at this, you don't need me to tell you that. But it is an absolute privilege and an honor to be in this room with you. I hope you like what we've done with the place. I think it looked... This room will be yours. So do with it as you please. Please keep it tidy. There's musical instruments up here. Help yourselves. Actually, don't do that. Maybe towards the end. And then once you've finished your competition, once you have beaten your personal best, whether you get a medal or not, you have already won. Every single one of you have won by being here. So please, after 10 years of doing this, I'll leave you with this. The more that you put into each event, the more you put into these games, the more you get back. And then you take those memories for the rest of your life, this experience of a lifetime, then you take that away and use that to power you through the rest of any difficult days. And the last thing I would say is, every single day of these games are for you and for your family and friends, because let's be honest, most of us wouldn't be here without them. At the same time, the ask that I make of you, and I don't need to ask it because you do it anyway, is that just by showing up and being the people that you are, remember what a difference that makes to so many people that are either watching in the stands or watching at home from some place around the world. You aren't wearing a uniform anymore. You are wearing a different uniform, a team strip with your nation's flag on the chest or on the arm. And while you do that, you are ambassadors for the Invictus Games. You are ambassadors for your nations. You are ambassadors for service and the collective values that we share.